Hi guys, welcome to Coin Collector game in Unity 3D video tutorials series. In the previous video, we understood how do we create player, how do we set up player, how do we move player, how do we make player jump, right? If I click on the play button, you see our player character falls down. If I press the spacebar key, the player character jumps, right? We can move back, left, right, forward, right? But here you can observe that camera is not following the player, right? In this class, we understand how do we make the camera follow the player character, right? Here we have our main camera. It is static at present. To control it, I create the camera controller script. I right click, create a mono behavior script. I name this as camera controller. You can see camera controller script is created. I attach the camera controller to main camera. You can see now the main camera has camera controller script attached. I double click to open it. You can see camera controller script is open. I'm going to delete this code which is available at present. Right here, camera should follow the player. So it needs the player transform information. So what I do here, I create a variable transform player transform. Okay, I get the player's position, rotation, scale, and then when we move the mouse, the camera looks around, right? If I move the mouse left, right, the camera looks left, right. If I move the mouse forward, backward, the camera looks up and down, right? So mouse input we need. So what I do here, I create player input. I need reference to the player input also, right? So I have player input. Now I'm going to initialize the camera controller. So I create here public void initialize camera controller. What it takes the player transform. So I say here transform player transform, comma, it also takes reference to the player input, right? So I say here player input, open close flower bracket. Here I say this dot player transform equal to player transform, this dot player input equal to player input. Now we have to initialize the camera controller. That means we have to get reference to the player transform and get reference to the player input. Where? In the player controller. In the player controller, what I do here, I create a reference to the camera controller. So I say here camera controller. I say here camera controller. Okay. Now I have to get reference to the camera controller. Camera controller is attached to the main camera, right? So here I say camera controller equal to camera dot main. It gives the main camera game object. To that we have attached the camera controller. So I say get component camera controller. I got the reference to the camera controller, guys, right? I got reference to this camera controller class, right? Now I can simply say camera controller dot initialize camera controller. See, I can call that method, and here I pass this dot transform, that is the player transform, comma, this dot player input, See, now on start we are initializing the camera controller with the player's transform and the player's input, right? We got both. Now next, as I told, based on the mouse movement the camera looks around. So I have to create a reference to input action. So I say here input action, create a variable called as look action. Okay, I have given the name look action. Next I say here float yaw. Yaw means making the camera look left and right. Float pitch. Pitch means making the camera look up and down. Okay. Next, float mouse sensitivity. Sensitivity equals to 50F. I am setting mouse sensitivity. Then see, when the camera looks up and down, we want to lock the value between -45 and +45. So camera should look up 45 degrees. It should look down 45 degrees. That's it. So I'm going to create here float minimum pitch of -45 degrees, float maximum pitch is equals to +45 degrees. Understanding? And float, I'm going to create a variable called as distance of 10F. The camera should be always 10 units away from the player. That's the reason I'm giving distance here 10. Understanding? Okay. Now we have created the variables. Now let's get the input. I'm going to create here. We take help of late update here. Late update is executed after the update. Okay, after the update. Here I say vector2 look input is equal to look action dot read value of type vector2. Here I'm going to initialize the look action. So look action is equal to this dot player input dot actions. In the array we already have the look value. See, if I save this, go back. If you see in the input system, in the player we have actions array. In the actions array we already have look, right? You can see here look is the value. This value I am writing here, look. It is already mapped to the mouse. It is already mapped to the mouse. That means when I move the mouse, it gives me XY position in the look input. It gives me the XY movement in the look input. Okay, so we'll have look input X and look input Y. That means whether I am moving the mouse to the left or right or moving forward or backward, we get that information here. Understanding? Now what we do here, we say yaw plus equal to look input dot X. When I move the mouse left and right, okay, the mouse X value is added to the yaw, right? Because the camera should look left and right, that means yaw, right? So we are adding the look input X to yaw continuously. How? By multiplying by sensitivity multiply by time dot delta time. Okay, then I say here pitch. Pitch means look input dot Y we have to add to pitch, but pitch works reverse. So we say here minus equal to look input dot Y multiplied by sensitivity multiplied by time dot delta time. Okay, multiplied by time dot delta time. This is how we write the code, guys. But pitch we don't want should go less than minus 45 and greater than 45. So we have to lock it, right? We have to clamp. So I say here pitch should be equal to mathf dot clamp. Pitch should be clamped between minimum pitch and maximum pitch, minus 45 and plus 45. So this will be within minus 45 and plus 45, guys. Understanding? Yaw can be continuously incremented. There is no problem in that because the camera can look around completely 360 degrees. But pitch should be between minus 45 and plus 45. So we have to clamp. Understanding? Next, what we do here, we say quaternion camera rotation. Camera rotation should be equal to quaternion dot Euler, and it takes the pitch and yaw value and returns the rotation in quaternion, guys. It takes the Euler values, Euler pitch and Euler yaw, returns in the form of quaternion. Okay, now what I do here, I say vector3 camera look at. Camera look at, where the camera should look at. Where the camera should look at. Camera should look at this dot player transform dot position. Camera should always look at the player, right? Wherever the player is, it should look at that position. But plus it should look little up. It should look little up. So I say here vector3 dot up multiplied by 2 units. That means it should look 2 units above the player position. So this one I change as a vertical offset. I'll create another variable here, float vertical offset equals to 2f, 2 units. Okay, so I come down and replace this with vertical offset. Now I am saying camera should look at wherever the player is, right? The player position plus in the up 2 units up. So it is going to look at the player above. The camera will look at above the player, 2 units above the player. Okay, next vector3 camera position should be equal to camera look at wherever the camera is looking at present minus vector3 dot forward multiplied by the distance. Distance we have already told 10 units. We are saying minus, right? Minus means back side. It should be back. Minus dot vector3 dot forward multiplied by distance, that is minus 10 unit back. Okay, minus 10, but it should happen with respect to camera rotation. Okay, so what we do here, we put this inside a bracket, and we say here camera rotation multiplied by vector 3 forward multiplied by distance. And then I say here this dot transform dot position should be equal to camera's position. This dot transform dot rotation equal to camera rotation. This dot transform dot position, that means the camera's position should be whatever the camera position we calculated. It should always look at the player and little above, and it should stay back minus 10 units. Here I am telling camera position should be equal to the camera position that I calculated here. That means the camera should always look at the player position, right, above 2 units, right, above 2 units, and it should be always 10 units back, right, it should be always stay 10 units back from the player, and the rotation happens based on the mouse movement, right, based on the mouse movement. That's it, guys. If I save this and I'll say the player code also, come back, I close this. If I play now, you should see the camera looking at the player always, you see, and it is rotating. When I move the mouse left and right, you see the camera is orbiting around the player, right? It can look up and down, and max minus 45 and plus 45 you can see, but in yaw it can rotate complete 360 degrees, you can see that. And if I press the W key, it moves forward, it moves backward, it moves left and right. W key forward, S key move backward, A key move left, D key move right. And in whatever direction I see, in that direction the character moves. In whatever direction I see, the player moves in that direction. See? Understanding? So that is how we set up the camera, the third person camera for the player, guys. I hope you guys have clearly understood how we create the camera for the player. So I suggest you people to try this yourself. If you still have any doubts, feel free to put them in the comment section, guys. Write the code, execute yourself. Okay, try it few times, practice. Okay, practice many times, guys. If you still have any doubts, feel free to put them in the comment section. I'll be happy to clear, guys. In the upcoming videos, we'll discuss more about coin collector game. Step by step, we understand how do we create coins, collect them, how to manage score, etc, etc, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button and share with your friends so that everyone will get benefited. For more benefits and be up to date, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep gaming, keep sharing. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next